everybody, good morning. This is Jean here.
Hello.
And Maxwell. The last video I put up was the devastation of our son's woods. We are actually going there now. It's early morning, and I'm wondering if anything is going to be there. Any of the deforestation vehicles and equipment's going to be there. But we were just talking about we're hungry.
Yes.
We were going to go to a diner. What did you say, Maxwell?
I'm gonna get the same old stuff I usually get.
Which is what?
Omelet.
An omelet, home fries, pancakes. Why don't you get something different? Every time we go out, you get the exact same thing.
It's too hard.
Why is it too hard?
Routine.
We are creatures of habit.
Habit, like when at a time and place you get the same old stuff.
Yeah, well, why don't we change it up today?
No, it's too hard.
No, it's not hard. So we have to be more adventurous.
But I'm not adventurous.
We play it safe. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Why don't you get a different omelet then?
I've tried them all, and I like that one omelet.
Which one do you get?
With a Western omelet.
The Western omelet.
It's a simple omelet. I like that omelet.
Okay. Okay, so we're gonna hopefully maybe film here. If anything is happening here, you'll see it right now. Hopefully nobody is there destroying more property. But there's a few. Excuse me, just a sec. There's a few things I wanted to address from all of your lovely comments about the shocking video that I put up yesterday. Maybe this will be today or not. But about the trees that were taken down, the forest, our son's property. As I was saying, it's a huge thing. It's a huge thing. So we will see what's going on in just a moment. Here, I've just come over to our son's property. The reason I have my glasses on, not my sunglasses, is I just wanted to address some of the comments that we had gotten, the lovely comments about the devastation that's taken place on our son's property here. I'm with Maxwell. He didn't want to. He was fine. He didn't want to come down here. But I just wanted to show you. Yesterday I was walking here, but I didn't come up to this area here. Let me turn the camera around. Now I've come up from the road, okay? And you can see it's a huge, massive drop where the equipment has come in. I don't know if you can see, the level of the ground was here, and then the equipment has taken off at least 4 foot or so of ground. Can you see that over here? I mean, everybody is saying the obvious. I was getting comment after comment after comment of how devastating this whole scenario is, and the repercussions for the people who are involved. Whoever is involved, whether at the township, whether the tree company, whoever has authorized this work. Obviously, it's a huge, great big thing. But as you can see, this was not just cutting trees down. They've stripped down to it's shocking how they've stripped this property of our son's property. It's just like unbelievable. My face. But if somebody had, as I was told, they were told by 5 different people, that this was private property. Well, and as I was saying, you know, like the FEMA person said, oh yeah, you're the 5th person that's come along and told us that this is private property. Well, if one person comes along and tells you it's private property, and a second person comes along and tells you it's private property, wouldn't the powers that be, the authorities that are doing this work to the tune of hundreds of thousands of dollars, wouldn't they have said, whoa, 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 this is private property. Who's the owner of the property? Like, who's going to pay us? Who's going to pay us for the fuel? Who's going to pay us for the equipment? Who's going to pay us for the labor? Who's going to pay us for all of the insurance? Who's paying this bill if this is private property? So right there, that made no sense. The FEMA person, oh yeah, you're the 5th person that's told us this is private property. Now another thing, where is it? I showed you yesterday here, this is our son's tree stand. Okay, this is our son's tree stand. Now, tree stands to hunt deer, there's this hunting blind up there. Tree stands are not put on public land. Of course they're not. They're not put in the township. You can't put a tree stand in the township. And isn't it interesting, they left that tree and yet they cut down all of the trees around it. Who in their right mind sanctioned this debacle? I mean, who in their right mind? I mean, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Here's, I'm reading, the wood could have been used for his heat, for his work, and everything. Even if the map was wrong, it should never have happened. Healthy trees were put down. It would have been a very clear to professional forestry companies what was damaged and what were healthy. I mean, no one else claimed to be the owners of your son's property. That was a good way of brushing you off for the FEMA person. I'd be spitting steam right now. Our son is spitting steam. I keep saying he was so upset. The water, oh, this is an interesting one, right? Like there's flooding on the property from the creek. The water will run off now, taking dirt with it. I mean, you know, now it's going to be even more of a flooding area. As you know, when developments are bought in for these cookie cutter McMansions, they just strip the land or whatever, and then there's major flooding in the area because there's no ground, you know, to hold the floodwaters back. That's a you know, urban decay everywhere. And especially in a flood-prone area. The creek is over there, through the woods over there. And now they've done this to the property. It's just, it is just, and I mean, you know, the first and foremost, our son was like, where are all the little critters gonna go, all the woodland critters? You know, and somebody said, it's like they've raped the land. I mean, it's terrible. It's fortunate they dropped off for the mail. Isn't that interesting? I kept saying, oh my word, what if we hadn't come? What if we hadn't come? What if I hadn't videoed it? It was a terrible shock. It's criminal, absolutely criminal. And this is so interesting. Sleepless in Scandia has mentioned the quote, the mission, let me see this, the mission of the Federal Emergency Management Agency, FEMA, is to support our citizens and first responders to ensure that as a nation, we work together to build, sustain, and improve our capability to prepare for, protect against, respond to, recover from, and mitigate all hazards. Obviously that woman, I use the term loosely, needs to find a different job. She must not have read the mission statement. And as I was saying, it was interesting, it was an interesting observation just on my part that the tornado ravaged timber, the trees that are dangerous and were broken down, not necessarily dead, but broken down, were not touched. They're still there. We stopped it. But as somebody said, this is private land on a busy park road. There are no overlined utility wires. It was, the trees had been blown onto the land this way. There's no, as I said, there was no danger to public to warrant this amount of destruction. You know, like, it wasn't like the trees were hanging up on utility lines, which obviously then you need to cut them down because of downed power lines. There are no power lines. So, someone, or quite a few people have got this so wrong. Years of growth gone, animals' homes destroyed, and for what? Clearing the underbrush? Why would you clear a property like that? Obviously when there are no homes present. I don't see telephone poles with wires. That would have been an issue with fallen trees. The trees and the brush create a sound barrier which has now been destroyed. Simply no reason to do this. Unfortunately, the underbrush will not take long to rejuvenate, but the trees cannot be replaced so easily. Such very interesting comments. And then of course the whole thing is you need to be compensated, or son, sue them. We are not suing people. However, oh yeah, big time. Somebody said, if they said I'm sorry, you're going to be very sorry after we're done with you. And that's not, we're not vindictive people, but no. Someone in the powers of authority has to now be culpable for this devastation. I'm here. I came just to see if, I'll put my phone away now, just to see if perhaps they were back to get the equipment. Oh, there's our son. There's our son. He's come. So our son has come and is trying to, under advisement, try to quantify. Right, yeah, trying to quantify the trees that are left, the stumps. But as we can see, and as we were seeing, that most of the stumps, the stumps are gone. And as you can see, as I was saying, the ground level has been dropped so bad that they just pulled out the stumps. They cleared the forest. I'm just going to walk up here to the little bridge. Again, in my previous video, we were assessing the damage from the bridge. Look at the township side. That's sort of cleared, just sort of cut down with a chainsaw type of a thing. And then they have to get rid of the tops of these trees here. But as you can see, no work really has been done on that side as opposed to that side. Oh, our poor son. Oh, he is upset. He is upset. He just got back from talking to the lawyers. And like I said, it's huge. Oh, life is hard. Oh boy, oh boy. Sweet little bridge. Oh my word. Interesting. The flood damage. Why didn't they clear the creek up? Why didn't they come and clear the creek of fallen trees? It makes zero sense. I don't know if Dominic has even seen this part. You can't even see the creek down there. You can't even see the creek for all of the fallen trees. So if they were going to be making the property safe, why in the world didn't they start here and remove these trees to mitigate flooding, which FEMA wants to do? Again, I'm just reiterating that if you can see that stand there of where the tornado came through. Now, you can tell that those trees right there were snapped, and some of them are hanging, still hanging, widowmakers, right there on that property there. There's some hanging over there. You can see that that's where the tornado came through, right? And then pan over, the ones that are left, the 8 or 9 or 10 trees that are left, look at that, his tree stand tree, are beautiful, lovely, healthy trees. As you can see, this area here is literally like a field. There are no trees left except a few large stumps. But the ground is so uneven. They've taken away a lot of the smaller stumps. They have left a lot of large stumps. But the ground is full of holes where the machinery has come and taken everything, bar a few larger stumps. There is no trees in this area right here, leaving only these small 6-inch round trees. They've literally left about 10 trees. That's it, in a forest where hundreds were. We just came up off that property with our son, and as he was saying, it's now a crime scene. So I'll keep you abreast of what's happening, folks. Again, thank you for all your support and your suggestions and your comments. Very, very, very much appreciated, and our son thanks you also, because a lot of this will be used as evidence. Hopefully it won't go that far, because the glaring mistake is too glaring, and but it's good to have. Again, thank you so much. We are off to the diner. Actually, you're not going to get a Western omelet.
Yes.
You are going to get a Western omelet. Get something different.
Nah.
We're creatures of routine and habit. We have to change it up, Maxwell.
Nah.
All right. See you, everybody. Bye-bye. Love you. Oh, so P.S. folks, so we're coming down our road, and all of a sudden, I'm just going to come in to get our mail, and look what we see on our property.
More trees taken down.
More trees.
Yes, but it's the trees we want to get.
These are legal trees. Yes, take down the trees because they were impeding on the lines. That is just the funniest thing. Oh my goodness. Trees, trees, trees. We're dreaming and having nightmares of trees, but this is on our property and it's fine. Oh, that's so funny, Maxwell.
Yeah.
Here we are, just going to get the mail, and we see that. That is funny.
What?
So
What?
So we just went over to the house and we saw the tree cutting things. Us and trees, right? Oh, what did I get you though? I went into the house because Maxwell didn't want to go in the house. He's like, let's go eat. I pulled out from the rubbish 2 lovely glasses. A lovely whiskey glass for Daddy.
No, for me.
Oh, for Maxwell. And a lovely Stella Artois beer glass. So here we are at the diner, and Maxwell just said, what did you just say?
We say the same words every time.
We say the same words every time. We're like little robots. What happened when I pulled up?
So they knew I was coming. You say that every time.
No, because I usually get one of the first parking spaces, and I always say, oh look, they knew I was coming. Sure enough. We're in the very first parking space. But what did you say? What were you going to order?
The same old thing.
No, you said you're going to change it up.
I'm changing pancakes to French toast, but that's highly unlikely.
It's highly unlikely. Get French toast.
No.
No, get French toast. Change it up, Maxwell.
I don't want to change it up.
Yeah, why? Let's order something completely random off the menu. Let's not get an omelet. Let's not get hash browns.
Steak omelet.
A steak omelet. It's an omelet. It's still an omelet. Why don't we get like eggs Benedict or something like that?
I like what I like at certain places.
Well, we haven't been to this diner.
Like me, whenever I go to Taco Bell, I get the $5 box.
I know you do.
It's habit.
I know.
Everybody has their certain things they get at certain restaurants.
Is that true, folks? Comment below. Do you always get the same thing when you go out to eat? At the different places. Actually, we haven't been to this diner in a little while. We like another diner over in another town. we wanted to go there, but I'm fed up and I'm hungry actually because we started our day early. So,
Yeah,
okay, folks. Anyway, we're waffling on. Oh, waffles! We could get waffles.
Nah. Like, I know what I like.
And
I know what I like.
Maxwell knows what he likes, and that's it. All right, folks. See ya.
See
Bye.
ya.